welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As many of you will know, this channel is mainly dedicated to the build of my Swiss N-gauge layout you see here behind me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. I'd be really grateful. It is free, and do hit the notification bell down at the bottom to get the latest updates. Now today I'm going to do something a little bit different. As I mentioned in my previous video, I said that I would start doing some reviews of some of the products and locomotives and coaches that I'm running on the layout and some of the new releases that I've managed to pick up. And today I'm going to review the Swiss Arnold Hornby ETR610 Pendolino train, and my helper here is going to pass me the box. Thank you, George.
Hi guys.
So today this is the packaging as it comes. It's really bright, it's really nice. Great job from Hornby Arnold here on that. This particular set is the 4-car set, so you've got the motor car, the two end power cars, and then the 2 intermediary cars. There is a 3-car set that's going to be coming soon. I do have it on pre-order. Hornby Arnold did say it would be here in the summer. It's not here yet, but as soon as it arrives, it will certainly arrive on my doorstep as soon as it becomes available, and I can show you the full 7-car set on the layout in a future video. But today I'm going to review the 4-car set. So this particular one is the current liveried Swiss ETR set. As you can see, very nice packaging with the locomotives and the 2 intermediate cars here in the middle. Bit of background information on the prototype here. Now the 3 available sets for this train is the Italian Trenitalia liveried version. You've also got the original SBB Cisalpino livery, and then, as mentioned before, the latest set, which has this lovely advertising livery for the Swiss, Italian and sort of German destinations there. The plain set isn't available. I have no idea why, but hopefully they will sell enough of these to decide that actually it would be a good idea to release the plain version as well. Now a bit of background information on the ETR610. They were built during 2006. The first ones came and were released onto the railways back in 2008, so it's about 14 years old, so not particularly old by today's standards. They run between Switzerland and Italy, as already mentioned, on a daily basis, and there is now a service to Frankfurt. The ETR610 is also a tilting train in the real world, but on the Hornby Arnold set it doesn't tilt, which I'm sure if they had put a tilting mechanism in, it would be a huge amount more money than what they're currently retailing at. So let's dive into the video, and I'm going to show you the set running on the layout, and I'm going to take you through all the different cars just to show the detailing, how it looks, and give my honest opinion on the set at the end of this video. So let's dive straight in now. So as I mentioned before, the packaging of this particular set is really nice. I love how clean it is, nice presented. And then inside the box, as I showed you just now, you've got the, and apologies for the light there, just move the camera a little bit. You've got the 4 elements here, so you've got the 2 power cars and the 2 intermediate cars. And then on the flap, you can see, sorry about the light there, yeah, actually going to set better like that. There we go. So you've got a little bit of information, prototype information down here about the set itself, and then the various liveries. Now Arnold have produced this in 3 different liveries. So you've got, as I mentioned before, the Trenitalia Italian livery. You've got the original SBB Cisalpino style livery, and then what I've purchased is the latest livery here with the advertising bits across, which looks really nice actually. The plain one looks good too, and hoping Arnold will produce that at some point. It'd be nice to have 2 sets, in reality 2 Swiss SBB liveried sets, but who knows. It took a while for this one to come, so I'm not holding out hope for that to become available anytime soon. Now, as I mentioned just earlier, I have ordered also the free intermediary cars just to add to this to make it into the full 7-car set. So as soon as they come, I'll update the review and we'll go through those as well. But today, just want to go through this particular set here that we've got. So out of the box, we've got the 4 individual items here, all packaged separately. Nice sturdy boxes. Happy with those. If you drop that, you shouldn't break the items inside. You also get the instruction leaflet telling you how it all comes apart, how it's all built. A bit of information here on how the decoder goes in. I haven't tried to take it apart just yet. I'm currently running on DC just for ease for the time being, although all the wiring will be in place for DCC operation in the future, which I will convert to at some point. But yeah, good to have the manual there. With all the different parts, so if you need any spare parts, I assume you'll be able to get these fairly easily via Hornby. Yeah, so that's roughly what's in the box itself. So starting with the front car of this particular set, as you can see, the livery application is very, very good actually. The print quality is good. It's been really well applied. I can't find any blemishes on my particular model. It's very crisp. I have no complaints at all about that. Hornby Arnold have done a really good job, and as you can see, just looking down the whole part of this car, even the data panels have been very, very finely applied right the way through to the end, and the SBB logos looking really, really good too. The level of detail is very good. The roof details pretty decent. The bogies, I'll just show you there, have been very, very nicely detailed compared to the prototype. I studied a few photos before taking this film, and it doesn't look like Hornby and Arnold have missed anything off on the detail of the bogies, but a really, really nice looking front end here of this car. But it must have been a really hard train to actually model, because it's got quite an interesting front nose to it. I didn't particularly like these units when I first saw them, but I have grown to like them. That sort of lovely sweeping end that you can see there, it's been really, really nicely portrayed on this model, and the whole appearance of each car is very, very good. I'll quickly show you a quick film of the centre cars. We'll go through those, and then we'll move on to a little bit of a bugbear of mine, that is the couplings, but I'll talk about that shortly. So here we have the 2 centre cars which come with this particular set. They are both second class. In the add-on set you do get the restaurant car. Can't wait to get the add-on set. It hasn't turned up yet. Hopefully that will come over the coming months, and as I said earlier, I can update you with a review on those. But again, here very, very nicely modelled. The pantographs here, as you can see, are spring loaded, which is great if you've got tuning on the layout. These will sort of bob up and down as they go around your layout. For me personally, I would rather they have been posable, like some of the models that seem to be coming out these days, especially the hobby train locomotives and the Cato TGVs. Seem to have posable pantographs, which is better if you've got either no catenary, or you just want to have it just posed and running just underneath your catenary wires. So but here they are spring loaded. They do look good. They are very, very nicely modelled, and there is 4 pantographs here for each of the different voltages and countries that these units run through. They do look good. Again, the printing of the livery is very, very finely modelled. It's very crisp, and does look very, very nice. All of the details are there. There's nothing missed on the bogies either. I think they probably could have done a little bit more with the corridor connections, but I suppose as you don't see these, they probably didn't want to put too much effort into these. But they do look good. There's a good amount of detail there, as you can see. It does look quite good. I'll just show you very quickly before I move on to the section about couplings. These are the pockets, which are the usual sort of N gauge coupling pockets, and they do use these particular, I don't know if you can see out there, try and get into focus, there we go, these couplings which just clip into each of the sockets, and I'll show you how that works in the next section. So my advice when coupling these coaches together is to have it on maybe on like a sheet of card or something soft like I've got here, and actually couple them upside down, being very careful of course of the delicate pantograph on the other side, but it does make it a hell of a lot easier to get these coupled. Now you've got to get it in just right, and look, you can see that the corridor connections are very close, so it does require a little bit of jiggery pokery to get these attached. You can see if you push it in, it still doesn't attach properly, so you've got to be quite careful that you get these in the right spot and that they're attached properly. And you'll hear a little click like that. You probably heard that, hopefully. That is still not coupled up. Now there we are. That felt like a firmer click. That now is coupled. And I say do the same for the power cars on maybe a long sheet of card, and then very gently just pull the cars over, and then that is coupled up. But the nice thing is they do couple very, very close, so on the layout when it's running they run nice and close, especially when the power car's on the back and it's pushing around the corners. As you can see there's a tiny bit of play, so tight corners it can negotiate relatively well, but there's some play there so the corridor connections don't foul each other and end up derailing the whole train. So here's the set on the track. I'm very impressed with this. It does look good. Very, very pleased with the purchase, and definitely worth the wait. Can't wait for the 3 additional cars to arrive to complete the set. So now it's all coupled up. I've checked the couplings, they're not going to detach. One thing I do have to say about this is the running quality wasn't particularly great on my set when I first got it. It was very juddery, didn't really run very well, and I think it's possibly because this set just needed running in. It runs fine now, but when I first got it, it didn't run great. I'm not sure if anyone else has experienced this, but thankfully after letting it fly around the track for half an hour or so in each direction, it seems fine now. But generally with Continental stuff it runs straight out the box and runs really, really well. So I was quite shocked really, but hey, it runs well now. I'm going to show you a few shots of it running around the track, so let's go. So you can see, nice and smooth now. So there you are guys, my first review on the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed and found it useful and informative. Please do put some comments in the bottom of anything I can do different or add in for next time that you guys would like to see in the reviews. Coming back to the model, really pleased with it, despite the sort of fiddly couplings and the initial running issues I had with this model. I'm really pleased with it, and definitely say to you, if you want something like this, definitely go out and buy one. There are free livery options available, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so plenty of choice out there. Hopefully those add-on free car sets to make it into the full 7-car set will be arriving in the shops very soon, and we can certainly look at getting some nice 7-car sets up and running on the layout. Anyway, that's all for now. If you like this video and found it useful, please do consider to subscribe. It is free, and hit that notification bell to get the latest updates on my channel, and please do like this video. Until next time, take care guys, happy modelling, cheers for now.